Perfect.
Hey baddies, and welcome back. I know this is usually like my tutorial setup, but this is actually a takedown. I'm getting ready to cut these locks out because I'm kind of over them, but I needed to get this review filmed for you guys. So before we get started, I just gotta let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Sam's Beauty. So I want to thank them for sending me these locks. These are the Janet Collection Nala Tress Butterfly locks. I have 5 packs installed of the 18 inches. And I have it in the colors 27 and 613. Each pack comes with 10 strands, so I have 50 locks installed. I didn't film the install just because this was kind of like a new slash frustrating slash tedious process for me. I did use the same braid pattern as my previous crochet video, and I also did about 20 individuals in the front just to make it look more natural. I know a lot of people are trying the new illusion crochet, but I just wanted to try the individual way because technically they claim that you can install them without having to wrap. You could just crochet your braid through and, you know, be done with it. But of course, I had a major issue with that, which is another reason why I'm glad that I crocheted the back, because I didn't really care about what was going on in the back or anything like that. Now, my first issue came from the loops. I saw other videos saying the same thing, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I'm actually going to insert a clip of what one of the loops looked like. Just so you guys get an idea of what I had to deal with when I was trying to crochet these locks in. I ended up having to really pull the lock and started kind of coming apart in order to get the loop to get a little bit bigger so that I can get the lock through. Once this started happening and I got to the ending process, I noticed that when I was trying to crochet my braid through the lock in order to hide it, the lock, the root part of the lock was already really thin and like hanging, and the lock was pretty much coming apart. I ended up having to wrap the ones in the front, and then the ones in the back, I didn't really care what happened to them because they're hidden anyway. When it comes to the fact that it claims that you can wear this without wrapping, I was not able to do that. I had to wrap the ones in the front because it just didn't work. It just didn't work. I don't know if it's, maybe I pulled the locks too much, but I had to pull them in order to get the loop to be bigger. So I just really don't know what I could have done differently to combat that. But yeah, these locks are very delicate. They will unravel, they will come apart, and for me, it was okay because I like that distressed look. I like that messy look when it comes to my locks, but that's not for everybody. I did like that it already came, you know, butterflied and distressed and stuff. So that was a major plus for me, but just all the other things that I had to deal with is like, was it really worth it? Like I said, this was sent to me, so I didn't spend my own money on it. Would I spend my own money on it? Probably not, just because I think it's like $7.99 or $8.99 a pack for these. It's only 18 inches and it's only 10 strands per pack. If you are familiar with locks, you know how to deal with them, you know how to work with them, then this might be perfect for you. But as far as me being a beginner, and if you're a beginner, this is definitely not beginner friendly. It takes time, it takes patience, and it takes a lot of finesse. Honestly, I wasn't completely happy with the outcome, but I was very proud of myself because this is my first time doing locks on myself. Now, I already knew that I didn't want to pay somebody to install these. I didn't want to do a bunch of individuals because I was already skeptical based on other people's reviews of how this was going to turn out. So I'm really glad that I did it this way with the crochet, and then, you know, just a few, you know, I think 20 individuals in the front. You can't really go wrong with that. Now, I probably would have been super pissed if I had paid somebody to install these for me, and then, you know, 2.5 weeks later, they look like this. Because I think that's how long I've had these installed. Probably about 2.5 weeks. You have to work with these. You have to work with this. It's not going to be a little easy install or anything like that. You're going to have to work with them. You're going to have to apply some elbow grease, some finesse to get it to look how you want it to look. Now, like I said, if you guys aren't for the messy look, don't bother. The unraveling, yes, is an issue. You probably can burn the ends and stuff. But like, I just wanted to show you guys an example like of what I mean by the unraveling. See how the root is like super, super thin? And then like the rest of it is kind of like, you know, slide up and down. So it kind of gets worse as it goes on. Like it just stretches longer and longer. You could also see it here on this one in the front. You could kind of burn them, but burning the 613 ones, it got a little weird. Maybe if you have, you know, you're installing black, but burning blonde locks, can't really do that because they will obviously look burnt. Now, you probably could use crazy glue or whatever, but my thing is like, you have to do a lot. There's other locks out there that are probably a little bit more easy to manage. I really don't know because I'm not really that familiar with locks. This is only my second time having locks, and the first time I had my sister install it for me, so I didn't know any of that stuff about the actual install or styling process. I'm gonna leave all the links down below, of course, just in case you guys are willing to take the chance or you got some secret methods that's gonna, listen, let me know. Let me know. Please comment down below. Let me know what I did wrong, if there's anything I could have done differently, because I do want to give the locks a try in the future. Overall scale of 1 to 10, I would probably have to rate these like a 5.5 or maybe a 6, just because I was able to finesse it a little bit. The material wasn't the best, but you know, I made it work. It's not my best work, but it turned into something. Don't forget to like, and most importantly, subscribe. Join the baddie gang. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.